Alright, just briefly I wanted to show this website. This is it's called www.moonsigncalendar.net. Moonsigncalendar.net. And you can just go through here, and what I like to do is go to where it says moon phase calculator, or you can go to moon sign calculator, and I'll do the moon sign calculator and click on that. It's right there. And then this pops up. And when this pops up, you can type in your name. Okay. Okay. Type in the day, or just click on the day. Put the month, the year. I don't care if you know my birthday, I really don't care. Alright, and I'll put the time zone of birthplace. Right. Close that. This really doesn't matter because it takes the moon 2.5 days to go through a constellation. So calculate moon sign. I'll click on that. And then it pops up. You know, that also pops up. I'll close that. It says moon sign for elder young one born 11/9/1975. Waxing moon is Sagittarius. So, and it'll give you the information of that moon sign. Like I said, you want to know what your moon sign is so that when the moon passes through that constellation, you can take advantage of all the positive attributes of that sign. Okay? It says, let's see, driven to new horizons, which they try to conquer. Always also travelers in a mental sphere full of the desire for knowledge and discovery. Okay? So, it says enjoy, okay, and that's what I like, that part right there where it says they deal with last questions and the sense of life and try to pass on the answers they have found. And that's what I do with making these videos. And all this time I did not know that that was my moon sign until recently. So that's why, I guess that's why I do teaching videos. And I used to have a whole lot of teaching classes. I was a Sunday school superintendent, all that kind of stuff in the past. I've always been into teaching and learning new things and doing videos about different stuff. So that's why, because I have that unction that I'm taking advantage of those attributes. And my camera seems to want to lose focus. But yeah, I'm taking advantage of those attributes. So just so happened tonight, the moon is starting to go through Sagittarius. Go figure that. So my whole point is that the zodiac is not a bad thing. Okay, the zodiac is actually the Mazaroth. It's in the Hebrew. It's in the Bible. And I'm going to look up the word Mazaroth in the Strong's Concordance for you right here, so you can see it as soon as I focus this camera. Okay, it's right there. Mazaroth, and it says the 12 signs of the zodiac. Okay, bring forth the Mazaroth in the season. Okay, and that's number 4216. Okay, Mazaroth, which is the zodiac, which has been in the scriptures for a long time. Just probably nobody never really told you about it. They lied to you and said it was witchcraft or whatever. But all the nations have their own type of zodiac. But it derived from here, came from us. Okay, and I already shared with you how we're tied to it. Okay, 4216 is the number, and here we are. 4216 Mazaroth. Okay, in a sense of distinction, some noted constellation, only in the plural, Zodiac, Mazaroth. So there you have it. Now this is the part of the video that's it's interesting to know, but I could be wrong on some of this. Might be off a little bit. It really doesn't matter what sign go with what. But to know that it's not a bad thing means that we can actually use this to help us out. Okay? Because when it's your time, it's your time. I mean, you can almost do anything when it's your time. But if you don't know when your time is, or if you're afraid of something like because it's called the Zodiac, even though it was called the Mazaroth before it was called the Zodiac, then you'll never know when your time is, and you'll always be off. Okay, but these are just some notes that I got from Genesis chapter 49, starting at verse 1, where it talks about where Jacob is actually uh, prophesying to each one of his sons. He told Reuben that he was the first, the beginning, unstable as water, shall not excel. Simeon and Levi, twin brothers, cruel, not united, hot-tempered. Okay. Yahudah, hand at the neck of enemies as a lion. Zebulun dwells at the sea, likes home near water, like a haven for ships. Issachar, strong as crouching down. I got couch potato, likes to rest, because I read something about the Taurus that resembled that. Dan, like a judge, like a serpent or adder, scorpion, bites the horse's heel. Gad, troop overcomes them, but he overcomes them. Asher, food is plenteous, food is royalty, dainty, harvest. We know Asher was born during the time of harvest. Naphtali, like a hind let loose, gives good words, speech, teaching, poems. Okay, that's Sagittarius, of course. We just went over that. I just showed you what it said about that. And you got Joseph, the archer, his bow, a bow in the arms of his hands. Okay. Benjamin, ravaged like a wolf, devour the prey, divide the spoil. And Dinah, you won't have 12 if you put Simeon and Levi together as Gemini, then you got to have Dinah, and she's talked about in Genesis chapter 30, verse 21, and also chapter 34, verses 1 and 2. And she was the one that kind of wandered off and got lost and wound up with this guy, and he wound up having sex with her, and she was just kind of still hanging around at his house, just completely immersed in everything that's going on, just living there with the guy. So when they came back, they had to get her out of there, Simeon and Levi. So, and she represents Pisces, okay? And I'll kind of go over right quick why I picked that. And actually, all you gotta do is just go through to the website that I was talking about, the heartwingsandfriends.com website here, right here. And if you read each one of the attributes, it'll kind of give you an idea of who is who when it comes to the scripture. Okay. Aquarius, I got Reuben as the Aquarius because you see the Aquarius, unstable as water, that shall not excel. And he's carrying a pitcher of water, but he's wasting it. Unstable, so he's wasting it. He cannot deliver the water. He's wasting the water. On all the Aquarius signs, you're going to see that. And then you got Simeon. I got him as Gemini. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Okay. Simeon and Levi are brethren. Okay. Be not thou united. So, they're going to look like this. They're going to be united. Okay, the Simeon and Levi, they're all brethren, but Simeon and Levi are together on this. They're the ones that got together and went to go kill Shechem and all them people and get Dinah out. Okay, and then you got Yahudah, hand at the neck of the enemies as a lion, and I noticed the Leo symbolized by the lion. Okay, and he has a stubborn nature. playful by disposition, likes to be admired, likes to proud, arrogant, so love to be admired. It's right here. Loves to be admired or praised or worshipped. And it says that in the scripture it says that he is the one whom his brethren shall praise, right? So that would make Judah Leo, and Dan says that he shall judge his people, judge as at law. When you look up the word Dan in the Hebrew, it means judge. Okay, it gives you the number 1835. It is from 1777, means judge as at law, and that is Libra, because Libra is the one always trying to keep balance, the scales. And that's the one at the bottom down there. It's the man holding the scales right there. Okay, so Libra, when you see those scales, that's tribe of Dan. Naphtali, like a hind let loose, give goodly words. That's Sagittarius. So Naphtali would be Sagittarius. And even on here, I told you about the Sagittarius, who was a good philosopher and teacher. Okay, in Sagittarius, they aim for the sky and love to travel. The Sagittarian archers aim for the sky and love to travel. Okay. Now you got who else we got here? But yeah, Naphtali is Sagittarius. Oh yeah, Asher. Asher is Virgo. Because Asher was born during the time of harvest. I'll see if I can find that scripture right quick. Alright, I found it. It is in Genesis chapter 30. And you go on to verse 13. And it says, and Leah said, happy am I, for the daughters will call me blessed. And she called his name Asher. And Reuben went in the days of wheat harvest. This was right after she had Asher, in the days of wheat harvest, right? And here we have Virgo, alright? Alright. Sign of summer, the go-between to fall, symbolizes the harvest, not as yet gathered in, okay? In the days of wheat harvest, okay? It symbolizes the harvest. That's why it always shows a woman with wheat in her hand, okay? So when you see the Virgo, here I'll turn the camera. There. You see that? It's a woman holding wheat. The time of harvest. That's when Asher was. So I have Asher as Virgo, Naphtali as Sagittarius. Naphtali, like a hind let loose, give goodly words. Okay, give goodly words. Speech, teaching, poems. That's Sagittarian attributes, which is what I'm taking advantage of tonight, because my moon is a Sagittarius moon. Alright. Then I got Joseph, or Yosef, as Capricorn. And I'll show you a little bit about that. And Benjamin is Aries, and Dinah as Pisces. Now I got Joseph as Capricorn, because the Capricorn it talks about let's see, climbing mountain peaks. Very ambitious. Okay. Cardinal with Earth for the element. Okay. The most business-like sign of the zodiac. Very ambitious. Okay, I don't see nothing no more ambitious than becoming the governor of Egypt. That's pretty darn ambitious, to become the governor of all of Egypt, and then immobilize a way to store grain for 7 years to feed everyone in Egypt. You become the governor. Okay, the most business-like sign of the zodiac. With politics, he became the governor of Egypt as part of an executive nature. Okay. So, that is why I believe Joseph is Capricorn, because of actual attributes that I've seen in Scripture. not just because some hunch or because it's the only sign that I just left. Okay. So yeah, I got Joseph as Capricorn, Benjamin, ravaged like a wolf, devour the prey and divide the spoil. I got him as Aries. Okay. And I got Dinah as Pisces. And I'm going to show you why, because what Dinah did was kind of silly. She kind of got lost and wound up at this guy's house. Alright. And Simeon and Levi had to come get her. But the Pisces, mutable water, she moves us forward. Pisces fish swims around and sometimes gets lost. Look at that. Sometimes gets lost. She is powered by Neptune, which symbolizes her ability to immerse herself completely in any situation. She was completely immersed in a situation in Scripture, was still at the guy's house when they came over there. It wasn't like she got raped and then ran home and told him, "Oh, this guy raped me." No, she stayed there with the guy. She was still there according to Scripture. Read about Dinah, or Dinah, if I'm saying her name right. You're going to see that they had to go and get her out the house. I mean, how silly is that? So, one of the most charitable signs. She lacks the more physical, logical detachment of the Sagittarian. Her body part is the feet, said to be the most spiritual part of the body. Blah, blah, blah. But as you can see, the Pisces represents Dinah. Once you look at how all of the other signs coincide. But like I said, I could be wrong on some of this. But this is just what I got. Okay, so yeah, all of the signs, all of the 12 tribes, you're going to want to know what your moon sign is. Use the website that I talked about in these videos, and use that time. All you gotta do is use your phone app. If you know the time from when you were brought forth, you can use your moon app in line with your sun sign, and use those attributes that are in that moon sign, because we went by the moon. So the moon is more prevalent in our lives because it affects us every single day. Okay, once a month the moon goes through every zodiac. All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I hope it blessed you and helped you out. This is Elder Young One signing off.